The Bosa porvenir faculty is a very important part of the university of the district because it has the most modern facilities to serve 70,500 students a year.
A space of 30,000 square meters for the construction of the university headquarters, dividing into two phases. The first phases comprise any area of the 21 square meter intended for the Faculty of the Environment and Natural Resources. In the second stage, it is planned to build 25 square meters. It will be destined for the Faculty of Health Sciences with a budget of 1,019 million pesos.
At this moment, only the first stage being executed, which is the Environment and Natural Resource Faculty. It is expected that in the few years, the Science and Health Faculty will have the capacity to build the second stage as seen in the initial model of the project.
Laboratories in Bosa Porvenir has technology so modern and actualized on environmental resource. In the second floor of the first tower, we have labs specialized on biology science, very important for guys who study sanitation environmental or sanitary engineering. In the third floor are many labs like ecology and zoonosis, water quality, and modeling environmental that are being used to learn about environmental impacts of different human activities. In the fourth floor are the physical labs, hydraulic labs, air quality, and public services labs.
In terms of health, it is faculty highly on the whole of the well-being of students with an infirmary, medical office, district psychology, and the institutional welfare office, socio-environmental office, cultural and social work.
Sport. In the basement of the building, we find the sport area. It has a gym, a coliseum, ping pong tables, showers, and synthetic field for soccer practice. In the Coliseum, sport and tournaments are practiced such as taekwondo, basketball, tennis, and weightlifting. This Coliseum is designed for any type of sport event, thanks to the fact that it has several demarcations on the floor, complying with the rules of sports such as basketball, soccer, and volleyball. The Coliseum has a large LED board to mark the scores, and it also has a height capacity of chairs for the spectator.
Lockers are equipped with academic well-being and are only used by people who play sports.
Each building has star style and the entrance. At the moment, they are not deactivated.
The facilities has elevators, group work classrooms, conventional classrooms, six system rooms, turn-on styles for access to the different buildings and the large central space for recreation and leisure for the university community. This square is named of Plaza Maria Cano in anonymous decision of the students who are the ones who take the most advantage of this area.
Classroom has been designed to 40 people and have a lot of modern things like projectors or smart boards to get a better education experience. Also, there are classrooms only for working on small groups, like a personalized class. A bad thing is that some of them are not allowed to be used.
The Bosa Porvenir faculty has very good classroom. In total, there are 5 classrooms. They are equipped with very good computers with very recent software.
It is the administrative building. Here we have service and areas very different from those of building 1 and 2.
On the first floor of this block we have large auditorium and 2 other complementary auditors. The changing rooms are rehearsal rooms, a large cafeteria restaurant where they serve lunches for food support.
The library in Bosa Porvenir is really big as you can see. It's very quiet and organized for improve the student concentration. The bookcases are free for students, so it's easier to take a book, but aren't enough books for studying.
Since the second stage of the faculty is not really yet, we have a large green space that only takes advantage of 5% of this space. How the plant trees and some university students took the initiative to make a vegetable garden.